welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing happy, amazing and positive. I am so happy to be finally filming in my room. As you can see, I've got the background behind me. Today I thought I would do for you guys a makeup tutorial, not even a tutorial, but kind of like how I transform myself to Indian attire. So if I'm getting ready for like a wedding or a big event like a party or something, I thought I would show you guys my culture a little bit. I feel like I haven't really dived in much to my culture. I'm so sorry if I'm sniffling because I've got the worst allergies right now. It's really windy outside, so I feel like all the pollen is in the air and I'm very allergic. I'm gonna get straight into it. So first what I do is I put my headband on so that there's no strands of hair in my face. Or you can zoom in a little bit. My skin situation is a little tragic right now. So you can see I've got some breakouts. One, it's hormonal. But two, I've actually started a new skincare routine. I know when you start new skincare or add new skincare products to your face, it does get your skin to purge a little bit. So I feel like that's what is happening right now. So I've got a couple of breakouts. It sucks. I hate it. But I know once it's all gone, my skin will clear up and the products will really start working. So it's all good. I've got the patience. These allergies are so bad. I've even taken like allergy pills, but the first thing I'm going to go in with is my primer. I go in with two different primers. So I go in with a spray primer, which goes on first for me. This one is from BYS Sports Fix. It's good if you've got oily skin or if you tend to get quite sweaty. So this really helps with that. And it's good because you don't have to touch your face to put it on. That's why I love it so much. Once it's completely dry, I go in with my NYX Matte primer, It's Shine Killer, and Lord knows my T-zone gets so shiny and I just look super oily and not a vibe. So I just get that, my fingers, and then just pat that product in. One thing I just realized I forgot to do is I get my razor and I just shave any areas that need a little bit of shaving. So I've just noticed I've got a couple of hairs here, so I'm just going to go right ahead and shave that off before I put my foundation. I normally don't like doing this before I put makeup on because it's not good for your face if you've shaved it and then you're putting makeup on, but I forgot. I'll just put primer on top of that and hopefully we're all good. So now I'm going to go in with my amazing foundation from the Lip Lab, which is customized for my skin tone. So I put quite a lot of that on because you need full coverage. Like when you're doing a look for a big event or, you know, like a wedding or something, you want to go hard. Like you want to have full coverage. You don't want a sheer foundation. I mean, of course, if that's your thing, go for it. But when I have a big event, I tend to do like a very full coverage kind of foundation. So I'm just going to put dots of that all over my face. And then I'm going to go in with my foundation brush and just blend all of that onto my face. Sometimes I do put concealer on to cover up my blemishes, but a lot of the times I don't. I tend to put less product on my forehead. Do you guys find that you do the same thing? Because I feel like it looks really like, I don't know, it's like a different, my forehead's like a different color. So I heard TikTok is getting banned. How do you guys feel about that? I'm kind of sad. Like TikTok is so, I don't know, I find TikTok to be so lighthearted and fun. There's funny stuff on there, there's sad stuff on there, and it's so easy to use. You know, you just scroll through like very short videos and, you know, you never know what you're gonna get. It's just fun. And I understand why they want to ban it, but I don't know, I'm kind of sad about it. Like TikTok was just one of those things that you just hop on when you're feeling a bit bored. I don't know if they're gonna fully ban it yet or not though. Like I know that India's already banned it. So I decided to put a little bit more foundation on. I'm really confused as to why my foundation looks so, wait, let me see, So weird. It looks so different on camera. Alright, so take it right up to the hairline. I hate when you can see people's foundation and you can see the color of their hairline. Now I'm just going to set that with some powder just on the T-zone area. Now I'm going to go in with concealer. Excuse me for 1 second while I have real tragic under eye circles. It's just too much. So I blend that up all the way to my eyebrow. And I do color correct sometimes, but a lot of the times I forget. And then I realize once the concealer's on that I forgot to color correct. I color correct with like lipstick because I can't be bothered, you know, buying all the color correction things. Oh, by the way, I'm baking as well. I find with this concealer, it creases. I don't know why. It's a instant age rewind. And the other one that I used to have, the age rewind one, it was really good. Never creased and it just blended so well. But they discontinued that one, which is really sad. I would literally pay like 80 bucks just for that concealer. Alright, so now I'm just going to let that bake while I do my eyebrows. So sometimes I like to really fill them in. If I'm doing a very glam look, I like to make them look quite bold a little bit. I mean, not too much so it's, you know, unnatural. And I also use a powder so it doesn't look too harsh. I don't know, for me, for my skin, I feel like when I do my eyebrows with a pencil, it just doesn't look right. It looks too much. There we go. Eyebrows are on. Now I'm just going to dust off that baking. I'm going to go in with my face powder and just set that. The color of my sari is like a pink color, which you will see at the end of the video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a pink eye look. So this palette is the best for a nice brownie pink for the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to go in obviously with a lighter shade. Now, whatever lighter shade that you like to go in for your transition shade, please go ahead and do that. And then I'm just going to go in and use that as the base color. And same with the other eye too. Now, when you put on the base color, don't worry about it not being perfect. Like, look how I'm doing it. I literally don't even have to look. Now, I'm going to go in with the next lighter shade. So, oh my God, my nose is so red. Now, I'm going to go in with the next shade that is a little bit darker than the base, but lighter than the next color. And then take that right in where you want to put the last color and blend the edges really, really well so it's not harsh at all. I can't do my makeup by having my mirror down here. I have to have it like front on but a little bit lowered. Everyone on YouTube does their makeup like looking down. I'm like, how do you do that? I've tried it and it just doesn't work. I get frustrated. So now I'm going to go in with that brownie pink shade and take that all over with a fluffy brush that I've been using this whole time. Now, because my jewelry and my sari is very heavy, I'm gonna not do such a whoa look. My makeup's gonna be quite subtle, but also really like elegant and classy and enough to really like make your face pop, but not too much. Personally, for me, I don't like the look of heavy makeup with heavy sari and heavy jewelry. It's just too much for me. I like softer makeup with a lot of jewelry. Jewelry is like my favorite. I love good heavy jewelry. Kind of taking it out like that. So this side. And that's it for the outer corner. My favorite part is adding the pink. I'm gonna go in with my Jaclyn Hill palette and use those pinks. But first, I'm gonna put a warmer, darker pink and then go in with a cooler tone. So I'm going to go in with those two pinks. This palette is the Color Burst 35B from Morphe. So I'm going to go in with the one that's not shimmery first and just place that over my eyelid. This is the warmest pink that I have. Has a very tiny hint of shimmer. Then I'm going to go in with the one that has quite a lot of shimmer and pat that onto my eyelid, and then just blending that through. Same with the other eye. Now I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette with the color Sissy and take my finger. I find shimmery products go much better with finger. Tap that on. This color, it is so perfect for the sari that I'm wearing. The pink that I've put on underneath gives it like a different kind of shade of pink. And that's why I always go in with the warmer tone of pink underneath. Now I'm just going to go back in with the warmer pink, tap it a few times on my finger, and then tap it over my eyelid. Trust that it's all going to come together. Go in back with the last shade that you put here and go over one more time to make it blend really nicely. Now I'm going to go ahead and do underneath. So I'm going to go back in with the shade that I put here, the last shade, and just do my under eye. Honestly, just put a very soft and subtle amount because you don't want it to look too much. Remember, what I'm going for here is just a very simple, soft glam look. And lastly, for the eyeshadows, I'm going to go in with a pinkish highlight color and put it in my inner corner. If you've got a little bit of shimmer that's fallen, what you can do, and I actually do this quite a lot, is get some sticky tape, get a little bit off, about that much, enough to wrap around your finger one time, just like that, and then just gently press off that shimmer. There's a lot of shimmer bits in there. I'm gonna go in with my Miniso fine tip eyeliner. I'm gonna do a winged eyeliner. If you struggle with eyeliner, so did I. So did I. But practice makes perfect. Not too thick, just a nice simple line. Now I'm just going to clean up the eyeshadow that's over my eyeliner wing. Get some foundation or concealer onto your brush and just very gently go over whatever you need to clean up. Like even here, I feel like the line isn't as straight as I would like it. So I'm just going to go in with the residue of my foundation that I had put on earlier with a very thin brush and then just clean up the edges. There we go. Now for mascara, I don't put false eyelashes, but of course you can go ahead and put those on if that makes you comfortable. But I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes and put on some mascara. So there was this one time when I was getting ready for a clubbing night. I had put on mascara on one eye and I think I got a phone call or someone distracted me or something. And then when I went back to doing my makeup, I forgot to do the other mascara. And I realized on the way to the club that I have no mascara on this eye. But I mean, no one really notices anyway. We all like overthink things so much, but at the end of the day, no one really notices but ourselves. Now I'm going to do my bronzer and a bit of blush and my highlight while the mascara dries. Then I'm going to give it one last curl and I'm going to put my jewelry on. I love bronzer. It just adds so much color to the face. And then now just a tiny bit of blush. I'm just going to literally tap it one time. Last but not least, I'm going to go in with some liquid highlighter. I love liquid highlighter because I feel like your skin glows more with it on. With powder, sometimes I feel like you can't blend it as well onto your face because the shimmer is kind of going everywhere. But with the liquid one, you can control where you really want that shimmer to go. Like, look at that. I'm going to go in with a pink matte lip. This is going to match my sari. I'm actually going to go in with a warmer shade as well. So I'm getting my Fenty Beauty in Flamingo Acid and just putting that a little bit on my ring finger like that, and then just going to dab it onto my matte lipstick once it's dry. This is a little trick that I do when I find that my lipstick is a little too light. And honestly, right before your very eyes, it becomes a lot nicer. It's kind of like a customized shade as well. So, you know, it's a win-win. I usually go for matte lipstick and long-lasting lipstick because, you know, when you're eating and stuff, like with Indian food, especially if it's an Indian event, you're constantly like biting into things. So if I'm wearing like a gloss or something, 100% it's going to come off. So I always wear matte so that when I'm eating, I don't have to worry about it like going all over my face or rubbing off. I'm going to add a touch of highlight to my nose and just give one last pat of powder so there's no possible shininess. That's it, my makeup is done. Now I'm just going to do my hair and put on my jewelry. So what I like to do is get about that much hair. And also FYI, I know that my middle parting is not in the center. It's always been like that. My hair has just grown like that. I've had hairdressers try to fix it. It just never gets fixed. Just gonna get about that much hair and tease it just a tiny bit. And then pinning that with some bobby pins. This is gonna make it so much easier to put on my tikka. Let me introduce to you guys the most stunning piece. Seriously, my fave. Okay, so that's just gonna go right here. I know, right? It looks real cute with my leopard print robe. So I've kind of measured it as to where I want it to go. So I've got one piece of bobby pin here, and I want it to kind of sit about here because I'm not putting a bindi on. So about here. So I'm going to put a bobby pin going vertical, horizontal, that way. And then I'm going to get this and thread it through. Just like that. Ta-da! Then you can put hairspray, whatever you want. Then let me introduce my earrings. How stunning. I love jewelry, like I mentioned before. And when I saw this, I was like, yeah, Deepika vibes. I gotta get it. My ears will probably fall off. Look at that. Ow. But beauty is pain, right? So now that this is on, I'm gonna go put on my Indian attire. So I'll catch you in a sec. Ta-da! This is the final look. This sari is actually so beautiful. It has so much detail, which I'm going to do a close-up of because it deserves it. It is honestly the most stunning piece I've ever seen, and I feel like it's always going to stay current, and the color is so beautiful. Usually when I wear heavy jewelry like these, I don't actually wear any necklace so that, you know, the center of it all is my jewelry and the detailing of this sari. But I've got this beautiful piece here, It took me so long to find the bangles because this pink is so different that you just can't find bangles anywhere for it. But I just love this look. So let me show you guys the detailing. This is the look, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Just remember that I post every single Monday, and I will hopefully catch you next week. Stay happy, amazing, and positive. Bye.